Today I am super excited to have one of my favorite fitness YouTubers on yours truly's channel to break down a powerlifting move, the deadlift. So Omar Isuf, and you can click right here to subscribe to his channel. Do it. Omar's gonna break down the deadlift, which he knows a thing or two about since he's deadlifting like 500 pounds these days. Yeah, he's a beast. So listen up.
What's up guys, Omar Isuf here. Thank you John for this opportunity to show everyone how to deadlift. That's what's going down in today's video. There's a lot of confusion, when it comes to the deadlift. A lot of people are scared they're going to injure themselves, perhaps their lower back. The truth, not only is it a great compound movement for improving strength, building muscle, and in a fat loss phase, losing fat, it also from a structural perspective, it's very sound on your back. In other words, doing deadlifts can be good for your back. The problem, a lot of people do it incorrectly. There's a lot of misinformation on the internet. People will tend to overcomplicate things. That's not going to be this video. We're going to simplify and clearly explain to you guys how to deadlift properly.
Yeah, boy, we're going to learn my favorite exercise. You're going to learn something today. The deadlift. This is the correct form. Let's just shut the fuck up and look at the form for a second. So there's a couple things I'm going to note. 1, awesome bandana. 2, rocking the Batman. All right, now it's time to get in the form. So I'm doing a couple very intelligent things. That's the correct form. I break it down in slow motion right here for you so you can see everything. First tip, always keep your back straight, never allow it to round. So you get that back arch, it's called. Essentially, keep your chest puffed up. Okay, keep the bar close to your body always. You want it to travel the shortest distance. Now it's a straight line. Never bend your arms, always keep them straight. A great tip is to lock out your triceps. 4, very important, drive in with the hips. As you stand up, thrust the hips, bam, in. Lock out with your butt and abs. Finally, what should your starting position be? Well, shins at the bar. Now watch here. Bend the knees, this is a great tip, on the descent when the bar reaches near the knee. In other words, watch, this is your first step. Learn to use just your hips. Look, I'm sticking my butt out, sticking it in, sticking it out, thrusting it in. The bar is as close to my body as possible. You do this first, and then after you do that, watch, then you bend the knees. On the way down, you bend the knees once again when you reach around your knees. You'll feel that tightness as you push back in your hamstrings, then start to drop the knees. So keep the bar as close to your body as possible. As you lower it, keep pushing out the hips. So watch, this is a sideways view. If we talk about the hip height, how low or high should your hips be? It really depends on a couple key factors. Your height, limb length, tightness, let's say tight hamstrings, ankles, and your personal preference. If we rate my hip height right here, me looking at it, compared to average, I'm, a little over 5'9". I'd say maybe it's slightly higher than normal. This is my preference. What would a taller lifter do? Well, a taller lifter would start with a lower hip angle. So about, let's say a 45-degree back angle. This is someone maybe 6'2" I'm demonstrating. This would not be ideal for me, but for someone else. It's really up to personal preference. Now, I'm just going to give you a couple different angles because I really want you to see everything going on. There's about, honestly, if you analyze the deadlift, I could give you 100 points of things to watch out for. I'm trying to give you the big basics. Back straight, chest up, make sure your arms are straight, thrust in with the hips as you stand up. The best tip right now I could probably give with the front view is keep the bar in a straight line, meaning keep it close to your body as it comes up. It travels actually in a straight line as you thrust the hips in and push them right back out. Bend the knees on the way down when the bar is around your knees. And don't overthink it. Where should you feel the deadlift? This depends upon yourself. But in general, it should be in the legs, the lower back, and then in the core, the lockout. Quickly, I want to go over some bad form, how to fix it. This is the biggest mistake, rounding that back. You're going to injure yourself doing this. If your back is rounded, you're not doing it right. Here's how you fix it. You're going to keep the chest up instead. So as you can tell, my thoracic area, it's completely rounded. My lower lumbar is bad. So the fix right here, if I'm rounded like so, watch, I puff up my chest, I straighten the back, I stick out my butt, and it's straight now. Keep that form. You'll have to probably do this for a little bit until you figure it out. Here are things you want to avoid. Bent arms, rounded back, not locking out. So if you look, my butt's not being squeezed, okay? And the bar is too far forward. Just looks bad. Now let's take a look at the deadlift done right. This is how I want you guys to do it. This is how I do, all my heavy deadlifts that I do. It has served me well. When you do this properly, you're deadlifting correctly. When the back is straight and everything feels right. You do this, Daniel's son, and you'll lift some serious weight on the deadlift and pack on serious size. Guys, Until next time, deadlift.
Post your questions in the comment section below and I'll answer. If you're looking for more quality content, you can check out my channel. And thank you, John Hamm, for the opportunity to appear upon your channel. I like your channel, brother, and I like what you do. Take care.
Thank you, Omar. That was awesome. And like I said before, be sure to subscribe to Omar's channels, and that link is still right there. And while you're at it, buy one of his t-shirts. Omar certainly puts a lot of time into his videos, and they certainly are informative and very entertaining as well. Oh, and you can check out my video I did on Omar's channel on muscle ups. I'll put that right here. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, well, you're just missing out. Do it. I'll be back in the kitchen next week with another healthy recipe, so stay tuned. I'm John Hamm from Fitness on the Run. Thanks again to Omar Isuf for collabing with me and just being awesome. I'll see you guys next Monday.